Sand greens. Now, a lot of you are probably like, what? Sand greens? That can't be a real thing. I'm here to tell you that it is most definitely a real thing, and it was also one of the most integral parts in small town American golf. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of this course? Maybe you've seen this logo? Yeah, that's Pinehurst number 2. It's currently ranked the 56th best course in the world. And for those of you who know, it was designed by Donald Ross. And here's a photo of Donald Ross. He's in the middle at Pinehurst number 2. And you may notice something. He's on sand. That's right. Pinehurst number 2 was totally sand greens from 1907 to 1935. Now it's one of the best courses in the world, but it started out sand greens. Now, most of you are probably wondering, how the hell do you putt or chip on sand greens? I was wondering the same thing. I'd never played them before. So I brought in an expert, Jace Cunningham, who is probably the most decorated sand greens golfer in the US. I'll get into why that is later, but for now, let's go to the course, meet Jace, and figure out, how do you putt and chip on sand?
That's the first one sophomore year, junior, and that one was last year. I'm surprised they have that up. Then over here they have all the individuals here.
All right, so we're here. What's this place called?
Downs Golf Course.
Downs Golf Course. This is Jace Cunningham, the most decorated sand greens golfer of all time, arguably. Arguably. 3 state championships.
Yep.
I've never played sand greens. Alex behind the camera, never played sand greens. Jace, obviously, sand greens expert. So we're gonna hit, this is, I think, a par 3.
Yep.
We're gonna hit, we'll get back with you guys on the green, and we'll show you guys kind of how to do the whole sand greens putting, because that, I don't know how to do it, but yeah, let's do it.
It's like splashing a bunker, basically.
Wow.
Just a tad right here. Hopefully that's a good distance. Oh, I think it just got on.
So explain to us what
All right, so
everything.
we got a couple balls on the green here. Normally, at like a normal high school meet, like you don't drag to each individual ball. So you kind of just want to take your drag right here. I always go back first. Some people do it twice.
That's called a drag.
Yeah, this thing right here, called a drag.
Okay.
Big heavy thing.
Yeah.
Take it like this, and there's really an art to it. There's really an art to it. Take it like this, lean the handle forward, just get it kind of slow, controlled, nice and flat putting surface. Just try to get that cup in the center, and you just smooth it out right at the end. Like that's a beautiful drag right there.
Our cup is gone.
Yeah, in that case you gotta get your hands dirty every now and then. There's kind of a lot of sand on here right now.
This is not real.
This is awesome.
This isn't the best example. Usually there's less sand. I think they just put new sand on here. We're gonna re-drag that. Not the cup's messed up, but
Okay.
we're gonna re-drag because we kind of fluffed the cup there. That's illegal, so we can do this one kind of quick since it's already smooth. But just like that. That's a beautiful drag. Take your cup out. Nice little cup flip. And you kind of just, usually you measure, you take your club and measure all the way out here and just do club lengths.
So in reality though, you would play your ball from where it landed?
In a state tournament, you would have to drag to each individual ball, but like normal meets, you take your putter. You go start with it, mark it in the end, go off marks.
Oh, okay.
And then you go to where your ball is. Usually, like if your ball is right there, pick it up. You go here, 2, and then 3, and then you drop it like that.
Okay.
And so you get
your
your distance. And you kind of come over here behind your putt.
Here, let me
go parallel to your line here. This green, it's not oiled. It's gonna be, this one might actually break a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of line it up the best you can. And then, there's a technique to this too. You get behind your ball, get your footing. You kind of want to come behind the ball to make sure you get a clean strike and sweep it backwards, just like that. So you don't hit sand right before you hit it.
Yeah.
So first putt in about a year here. See how this goes. And that's a birdie. That's what we like to see. on the first hole back. Now you don't have to re-drag.
That's awesome, man.
You just go to the right of it.
Oh, okay.
That's a birdie, baby. That's what we like to see. 2 under.
Get that sand away.
Yep,
right?
there you go. That'll do.
Hey.
That'll do. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Thank you, thank you.
Go around, and then you work your way out. Just make that circle bigger.
And you're doing this in a high school meet too?
Yes.
Like,
yeah. State, they'll usually hire people to rake for you.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was
normal
gonna say.
tournaments. I always got the freshmen to do it, but
yeah, makes sense.
yeah, they usually take turns.
Okay.
Kind of rake yourself out,
That didn't take too long at all.
just like that. The old Kirkland. So you kind of just tee it up a little bit.
Yeah. So you have
I
an
always
8-iron.
kind of open the stance with the old 8-iron. Some people use like 7s. I'll use a 9 if it's the green's a little elevated.
Yeah.
But so I always kind of open the stance like here. If I had a ball right here, I'd just open the stance, keep this right elbow tucked to the rib cage, just kind of punch it out like that.
Okay.
That's about it. I mean,
get over
it's
here.
just feel from there. See if we still got it. Just kind of like that.
Wow.
So
Kind of like that.
God damn. That is
all feel,
so
man.
good,
All feel.
man.
What a birdie. Oh, that's par.
Okay.
Yeah,
that.
that's par. That's par.
Look at that.
Got a
That's so
1.5 footer.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that hit landed.
It normally wouldn't
There.
stop like that if they were oiled, but you,
Okay.
you get like. what
yeah, I
mean.
get the point here. On video.
No, first ever chip, man.
He's 2 under.
This guy is feeling it.
This is sick.
Wow.
Sand greens were very popular from the 1920s to the 1940s. This is because they were cheaper to build and maintain. Keep in mind, this is a time before modern irrigation systems that allowed growing and maintaining grass to be a lot easier. Sand just ended up kind of being the only option for a lot of these small town American golf courses to be able to become a golf course, because the grass was just too expensive and too hard to maintain. Whereas sand, it's a sand and oil mixture that is very easy to maintain and very low cost. Okay, so you've mentioned it a couple times, the oiling of the sand. So
Yeah.
kind of explain that a bit.
So basically, you know, sand kind of blows everywhere in the wind, you know, and they needed a way to keep it down. So a lot of places will use some old type of oil. Like, I think we use old hydraulic oil that you just put in the sand. That kind of helps compact it and keep it together. And keeps the sand down in the wind and stuff like that. And it actually helps you like putting and stuff, because like when you drag, it keeps it straighter, smoother, and just holds everything together for you. So
Okay.
it's definitely a necessity out here. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you get them how soft they are right now, but
So they haven't oiled here.
they haven't
sand.
yet. I mean, usually
How often is that? Like how?
just once a year. Yeah, we usually
Okay.
do it around this time.
Yeah.
He'll have us all come out here.
Yeah. So it's
We
kind
just
of
spend a
like
day oiling.
the sand greens version of aeration in a
Yeah,
way.
basically, yeah, just less maintenance. I mean,
For sure. Yeah.
after you do that, you're good for like the entire golf season. So.
Yeah. During the peak of sand greens, there was an estimated 5,000 to 6,000 sand greens courses in the US. But unfortunately, sand greens are slowly declining into American golf history. And now there's less than about 100 courses left. He's got some weight. I was not expecting that. Okay, so what?
So like you kind of go, you know, next to your ball I kind of always look at the green, see which like the flattest part where there's like, you know, not a good amount of sand, so it's somewhat flat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd probably go over here.
Okay. How far out do I go?
Just a little bit past your ball.
Okay, so like
Since you're
there.
the furthest one out, that's probably good.
And then,
And then you just kind of go off to the side so you don't get your footprints in there. Like kind of walk off to the side.
oh, shoot, I messed it up.
There, no,
already.
you're good. You're good. Those should fill up with sand. And then you just kind of aim the center of the cup and just drag it nice and slow.
Okay.
Yeah, see how those fill up?
Oh, yeah. Am I going too fast?
No, you can go a little faster actually.
Really? Because it feels like the sand's like packing out.
There you go. And then you kind of smooth it out at the end so there's not a mound. There you go. Good enough.
That didn't really do it.
Good enough. There you go.
Okay.
And then you take the cup out, flip it off to the side. Premium cup flip. There you go.
Okay, so in a high school meet, are you guys all using the same
same
line.
drag.
Yeah.
If it stays in good, like somewhat
Okay.
good shape.
Now, you said that that's probably the flattest spot, and that's why you want to go there. What if somebody thinks it's over there?
I mean, you can always have the option to redrag your ball. Like, you don't have to. It's just quicker.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was an option or not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now this one, we call this, see how like the sand's kind of away from the cup there? We call that a volcano cup. That means if you miss, you suck. But I didn't, that's par. That's par. We like to see that. Good golf etiquette on a sand green would be everyone enters through here, so you don't have to go the whole thing if you have like a short putt like that.
Yeah.
We didn't, of course, but.
We don't have good etiquette
So
on
I'd put your
sand
rake down right here and just kind of drag it behind you, because it'll get your footsteps. You don't really have to worry about that. Just drag it behind you towards the cup.
Okay. I'd also like to say this rake is 100 times heavier than a normal rake.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's got to be, man. You got to dig in the sand.
It's super heavy.
Got to dig in the sand.
Okay, now what?
So now you just make circles around that cup and get bigger and bigger.
Oh no. This feels so wrong.
No, you're good, man. You're doing good. You can drag a little faster, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
This thing's heavy, man.
Yeah, and then you just rake yourself off the green. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful green.
Wow.
That is a beautiful green.
That was cool. I shouldn't be like telling you what to do. Like I know what I'm doing. Okay, I mean, that's pretty not centered.
It'll work though.
Yeah, but like the ball.
It'll work.
Yeah, no, I'm messing with you.
Oh, that's brutal, man. Dude, it broke. It broke. That sucks. Tough par.
No. Yeah, good par.
Lip outs are possible?
What are some rules, maybe, that are weird or different?
Another one on the green would be like when you're dragging, you know how I told you to feather out the mound after you get past the cup?
Yep.
If you like didn't feather that out and you like left a mound right there, if another player hits that with their ball, or you hit it with your ball, that's actually a 2-stroke penalty on you for hitting that mound that you left with your drag.
Wow.
So yeah, that one can be pretty detrimental. You just gotta.
And you said you've never seen that before?
I've never seen it in my groups. I've heard of it happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta know just not to leave a mound back there and you're good.
Yeah, true.
Most
of these courses are located in the Great Plains region. States like Texas, Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas are the only states that have sand green courses. Texas was once a sand greens haven. The first 3 courses ever built in the state were sand greens, and now unfortunately there's only 1 left. South Dakota is believed to have 2, Iowa is believed to have 2, Colorado is known to have a few, Nebraska has anywhere from 10 to 15, and Kansas has upwards of 20 sand greens courses, making it the capital for sand greens courses in the US. Kansas is also the only state to have a sanctioned sand division for high school. This is partially why Jace is one of the most dedicated players, because Kansas is the only state where you can win state championships on sand greens. There's about 17 schools that all compete for the state title. That happens in May. But unfortunately, just like the sand greens themselves, that seems to be going away as well.
We have a state tournament here, what was that? 4 years ago? It was my freshman year.
Okay.
State tournament would have been held here.
So you're saying a lot of high schools actually do it?
Yeah, a good amount of them around here. Just because we're smaller schools. I mean, there's a lot of, like, you know, sand's a fairly rare thing.
Yeah.
But just these smaller schools, they've always had it. I think, as far as I know, they've always had it, and there's just a lot of sand courses around this area that everyone kind of goes to.
Yeah, for sure. And you said that they're not gonna do the state tournament anymore.
This is the last year, yeah.
This is the last year for
Country
Sand Green
Club
State in Kansas.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It does, but
I mean, but I guess it's such a small thing that.
Yeah. It was kind of inevitable. I mean, I'm surprised it lasted this long, honestly.
Yeah.
And Mr. Booger thought the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. A little sad though. So this hole you guys use as a driving range?
Yeah, we used to use it as driving right here. You can kind of see the divots right here, actually.
Oh yeah.
But so we'd all get shag bags beginning of the year.
Oh,
and so basically just to get your swing back and stuff, we'd all just hit 50 balls of shag bag. Then we'd all walk down this fairway and have to pick them all up.
You said obviously there's not a ton of practice that needs to be done, but you would practice still out here. given, I mean, you're 3-time state champ, you got to probably practice.
A little bit, yeah.
So talk us through that a bit. How does a practice on this look? You know, it's so different from grass greens. So how would that look?
So like, obviously we don't have driving range or anything, so a lot of our high school like sanction practices, like that was consisted of a lot of playing like 9 holes or something like that.
Yep.
But if we were to work on like short game or something, we'd take those same shag bags and we each go to like, so we start at like 30 yards, punch 8 irons into that, and then we go back to like, 50, maybe 80 sometimes 100. But
Okay. And you're
basically
punching 8 irons like we've been doing with chipping.
yeah, it's kind of personal choice, just whatever
Okay.
club you use from there, whatever you're comfortable with.
All right, Downs Golf Club, sand greens. First time I've ever played sand greens. A lot of you guys watching have probably didn't even know sand greens were a thing, and most definitely even smaller percentage of that have never played it. I will say this is totally different from normal golf, like totally different. I shot even, Alex shot 2 under, 3-time state champ. He's been out of the sand greens for a year, shot 4 under. This is 9 holes, by the way, not 18. But it's so different with how you rake and what do you call it?
Drag,
When you drag the course out. The course, when it comes to conditions, like it's just, this isn't a typical golf course. Like, so to be honest, we kind of got to talking. I don't necessarily feel comfortable rating a course like this, especially with just how different it is. And I've never played another sand greens course. It's the first sand greens course. It'd be just like if I went out and played a golf course or a grass course for the first time. Like, I'm not going to give that a rating. So we're going to implement something brand new. In honor of Jace, we're going to call it the Cunningham scale. Okay, solely for sand greens. But Jace is going to do our review today. I'm gonna pass the reins over to him. He's gonna do the review. He's played obviously multiple sand greens course, so he kind of knows where it's at. He knows the scale. So let's hear it. Out of 10, what are you giving it?
I mean, first of all, I just want to say it's an honor, Ty, for you to
Let's
pass over the responsibility of rating a golf course on
sure.
your channel to me. I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah,
But,
I would be.
just coming out here knocking off the rust. I had a great time. I had a great time with you guys, but
Yeah.
just based off of the course conditions and what I've seen in your videos, I think, fairly straightforward course,
Okay.
straight holes. Could probably use mowed, but I know that Mr. Booker, the guy who takes care, he's a busy guy. He's a busy guy. He can't be mowing all the time out here. So for that, I think we're going to have to go with a 4.
4.
We're going to go 4.5, actually.
4.5.
4.5 for the
on a
sand
sand
course.
green scale.
It is
The
early,
Cunningham
yes.
scale.
On the Cunningham scale,
Okay.
it's a 4.5 for the Downs golf course at this point in the season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of a boring course, man.
Yeah.
Like sand, it doesn't get too nice. This is kind of middle of the pack for sand, but yeah, I think 4.5. 4.5 is good. Good
All
score.
right, well, hey, I'm glad to hear it.
Yep.
Me and Alex appreciate you taking us and kind of showing us how to do this.
Yeah, man, anytime.
So, also, let me know if you guys like the new look, by the way. But thank you for having us out.
Yep.
It was a pleasure.
Yep.
Sand greens are not perfect. They're not fast, they're not pristine, and they're definitely not what most people picture when they think of golf. But that's kind of the point. They're a reminder of what the game used to be. Simple, resourceful, and deeply connected to the communities that surround these golf courses. Sand greens are quickly becoming a relic of the past. What was once thousands of courses across the country is now just a handful. But in places like this, the game hasn't disappeared, because this version of the game is theirs. It's a totally different kind of golf. But maybe in some ways, it's the way golf was meant to be played. And maybe that's why it's worth saving. Thank you all for watching the Golf Atlas. If you enjoyed this video and want more videos like it, make sure to subscribe. Also leave a comment down below letting me know what course you'd like to see me play next. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and always remember that every course has a story, and it's time to find the next one. Thank you guys.